Would you like to start an online food business from home? Let me show you how with Jotform Store Builder. Hey Jotformers, welcome back. I'm Kimberly and I am already in my Jotform dashboard. So the first thing you want to do is go up to the top left corner. We're going to click on My Forms and we're going to head to My Apps. Then we're going to click the purple button, the Create App in the top left. And from here we have 4 different options. We can either start from scratch if we know exactly what we want our app to look like. We can always use a template to get those creative juices flowing. If we already have an app, we can clone it, or we can use the Build Store option. Now, full transparency, the Build Store seems like the most logical choice. However, it's basically just starting from scratch with a product list. So I want to show you how to do it using a template, again, to get those creative juices flowing. So I'm going to choose to use template. And then up at the top, I'm just going to go ahead and search for food and let's see what pops up. All right, let's go ahead and take a quick scroll just to see what we have. And I can see we have a food order app. So let's just go ahead and let's use this one. For example, I'm going to go ahead and use the template. So let's give this a scroll and see what we already have to work with. So it looks like we already have a product list. We have 2 product lists, and that's the beauty of this is if you have multiple things that you want to sell and you don't want them all together, you can have 2 different product lists. So it looks like we have restaurant foods and then we have breakfast foods. You can kind of break it up like that. And then we have another one for, looks like detox drinks, wines, lots of different options. So I'm gonna go ahead and go up to the top and let's make this our own. Let's add our own product list. So over on the left-hand side, I'm gonna choose to add an element. And then right down here where it says product list, we can either click it or we can drag it in exactly where we want it. So let's make this above breakfast and sandwiches. Now, over on the right-hand side, we have 3 different options. We have the product settings. This is where we're going to either add or edit or delete the products that we add. We have the store settings. This is going to be where we set up the payment integration for people to pay us. And then if we want, we can delete the entire product list. So let's go up to the product settings and we can see we have product name $10 here, product name $10 over here. So if we want, we can either leave this one here and we can click the pencil to edit it, or we can click the gear to either duplicate it or delete it. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete this so we can start from scratch. And since we have breakfast and sandwiches, I'm gonna go ahead and make this a lunch menu. And we're gonna add a product, and let's say we want to add maybe a turkey sandwich. So let's go ahead and do a turkey sandwich. And just for the example, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it as free, but you'll add a description. If you have images of this sandwich, of your food, you'll do choose images. But here's the nice part. Up at the top, we can choose options. And this is where we can allow our customers to choose more than one. So if they wanna order 3 turkey sandwiches, they can. So I'm gonna turn on the quantity selector so they can do that. Let's go ahead and go back. If we have product options, we can do that as well. So let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. Let's add the product options. Now maybe this one is the type of bread. So let's do, we have white bread, we have wheat, and then let's do sourdough. Good deal, I got rid of those other 2, so we have those 3 options. Let's go ahead and head back. So we have the ability to add up to 10 sandwiches, and then we have those bread options. If we wanted to, we could add another one, and we can add different types of turkeys that they can choose from. But from here, I'm gonna go ahead and let's set up our payment options. If I X out of this, we can see that our options are no longer there. But up in the top right-hand corner, if we wanna choose this store settings, we can do that. But if you'd prefer to click on the actual element and do it that way, either one, they're gonna take you to the same place. I'm gonna go ahead and click on store settings, and then I'm gonna click add payment integration. And from here, you get to choose which one is gonna work best for you, or you can even do a quick search up here. I'm gonna go ahead and use Square. I'm gonna connect to Square. And I can also turn on Apple Pay and Google Pay as well. Let's go ahead and save. And over on the right-hand side, if I want to edit or turn off any of these, we can do that as well, but we should be good to go. So let's go ahead and go up to publish. We're gonna open a new tab and let's look at what this looks like from a consumer standpoint. So we can see our lunch menu right there at the top. So one nice thing is this allows your users to favorite specific items in your store. So let's say if I take a scroll and I say, you know what, this croissant looks really good, and so does this egg and bacon plate, but I definitely want the turkey sandwich. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the turkey sandwich to my cart. And let's say I want 2 turkey sandwiches and I want them both on sourdough. So we can add this to cart. Then up in the top right corner, I'm gonna go ahead and head to the cart, and we can see we have our 2 turkey sourdough sandwiches. Now I can also head to my favorites, and if I wanna add one of these to my cart, I can do that from here as well. I'm gonna head back to order summary. We'll go ahead and continue. Fill in our information, then proceed to pay. And I'm gonna choose Google Pay for this and order. Now from here, as a consumer, if I want to physically see what my order was, I can click on View My Previous Orders button right here. And here it is. And if I have ordered from you multiple times, my complete order history will be over on the left-hand side, right over here. Now let's say it's been a few days and I want to come back to this screen, but I don't have access to that confirmation page anymore. I can come back to your app and I can click on my picture up in the top right-hand corner, and I can choose previous orders, and it's going to take me right back to that same place. Now, as the creator of this app, let me show you where your orders are going to be held within your table. So I'm gonna head back to the app builder. We're gonna change this over to tables, and we can see the order date, the app, who ordered, their email, and the actual ordered item. Now we can click on the specific order and we get more specifics. We can see that we ordered 2 and it was on sourdough. Now, another really nice thing with tables, if you're working with a team or if you need to send data somewhere else, you can always add a column and you can utilize any of these, but the buttons feature is one of the most versatile. You can send data to other apps. So maybe it's ClickUp or Monday or Slack or Google Drive. You can connect third-party apps. You can also choose the send email button. So if you want to send them another email, you can do that as well. So if I click on send email, we're going to do next, and we're just going to leave this as send email. And let's say I want to create a new email that goes out to them. Maybe it's a thank you email or just maybe something about the business. I would click create an email here and I would follow through with creating that email. For the sake of this, I'm going to go ahead and choose an autoresponder just so we can see what this looks like. So as soon as they order, if we want to click the send email button, they'll automatically get an email that we created for them. And it's as simple as that. If you have any questions about creating your own online food business from home, let us know, and I'll see you next time.